Hello, Bella's Brushes here. I am going to wash off this painting. First thing I'm going to do is get my rubber gloves on. I'm Bella, by the way. I'm going to get a palette knife and a baby wipe. And I'm going to start scraping all this heavy paint off. And I'm going to wipe it in this baby wipe. I have painted on this canvas probably 8 to 10 times already. When I'm practicing paintings for classes, or if I paint something that I don't like, I just wash it off, just like this. And this is oil paint. And you need to scrape all as much as you can get off, or else you end up rubbing that all around, and you don't want to rub all that around. This will just make your life easier. Throw that in the garbage. So I have these rubber spatulas. They don't have the wooden handles because I find the ones with the wooden handles, the rubber part falls off while you're scrubbing this. This is just a bottle. It's not whatever it says. It's just odorless paint thinner. But my sweetie husband gave this to me because then I don't have to pour anything on here. I can just stream, nice little stream comes out. Works really good. Just get a nice coat of paint thinner on here and then take your little spatula and scrub. And as you scrub the paint thinner around, it'll draw the paint out of the little pockets of the canvas. And you can see I have an old towel. It's an old beach towel from the kids. It's kind of ripped and worn, so I sacrificed it as the towel for paint cleaning. Anyway, while I'm scrubbing here, I'll just give you a few ideas. So I bought a basket, this basket, and I have all my tools in it. I keep my paint thinner, my towel, my rubber gloves, and my spatulas in it. So that stuff's just for canvas cleaning. After I've cleaned a canvas, on the back I take a pencil and I make a little mark. So I kind of keep track of how many times I've painted on a canvas. And I find sometimes that paint thinner won't take gesso off, but sometimes the gesso will crack. And I'm thinking it's just from wear, from being painted on so much. So after I'm done taking this oil paint off, it'll only take this 5 minutes to dry. But I have put another coat of gesso on before I've started painting again. Because you're not really putting acrylic over oil. You are taking the oil off and coming right back to an acrylic base. So in theory, you can put another white coat of gesso on there. And if you really want, because some of these colors stain the canvas, but when you do your wet on wet technique and you put your liquid white on there, you won't see the stain marks. But if you get it too stained, you can put a coat of black gesso on top. So there's a good little tip for you. Anyway, I think I've got most of this paint cleaned off here, because as you scrub you can actually see the paint coming off and moving. So take this and clean it off, because you probably won't need it again. And I like these blue shop towels. I use those. And just wipe all this paint thinner off. Paper towel number 1 in garbage. squirt a little bit more paint thinner on here. Shop towel number 2. And one more squirt. And this time, I'm going to use one of these rags. And look at that. Clean canvas. Pick it up. Wipe your edges down. Edges have stuff on it. Just wipe the edges down. And there you go. Here's where the gesso is cracking. So when this dries, it takes a couple of minutes for the paint thinner to dry. You could put another coat of gesso over top and fill up those holes. And you can see all the stain marks, but once you put your liquid white on there, you won't see those. Anyway, I hope you learned something from this, and you can wash off your own paintings and continue practicing. Thank you very much for watching. Happy painting!